or, you know, something heavier. Whatever you have is just what we're working with. So maybe when you get back to the gym, you won't complain when I tell you to pick up heavy weights. Then we'll actually have them. But so the back is clearly an enormous muscle. It's one of the nicer looking muscles on a woman. They have a really nice back. They have, you know, like your shaped like a V, then it makes your hips look smaller, and you don't have fat, you know, like here, raw fat. These are all the lat muscles, big, enormous muscle. So they do bear a lot of weight. The legs bear a lot of weight, and the back bears. But trying to work with, so a lot of times we use Olympic bar when doing back, but since we don't have that, we have dumbbells. We're going to do multiple dumbbell exercises and really work the back. So depending on what weight you have, it's going to be on you how many repetitions. So I figure we'll go from a range of 10 to 15. That gives you 5 more reps than if you had a heavier weight. So honestly, just really should warm up like old school. And while you're warming up, Jane, we're going to all try and start at 8 on the 8th because we're videoing. So in the morning, if you guys can sign in a few minutes early and just get the screen on, then it won't be digging and bringing people time. Roll forward this way and back. It's just like class. Like we don't want anyone to be too late because this is the beginning. And this is the muscle you're going to be working. The back is big, and then there's the inner, the traps in the back. And that's like where your shoulder blades meet here. So we're going to be doing some work for that. So let's just go to grab one area in your spot. We're just going to go down into a plank. I really want to remember the easiest way to warm up most muscles, but you're just going to tap the left shoulder, tap the right shoulder, lift the right hand, lift the left hand, and repeat that sequence again. So left, right, lift, lift. Or right, left, it's probably this. Lift, lift, right tap, left tap, lift, lift, right tap, left tap, lift, lift. One more time. Right tap, left tap, lift, lift, and full plank. Reach the right hand forward and down, left hand forward, down, right, down, left, down, and walk it in. And it's such a big muscle. And it's interesting because when people think of their back, they think of this part of your body. They think of right here. Well, that is just the lower back. The actual back itself is incredibly big and strong. So people have back problems. It's really inaccurate. Back problems, either you have a spine problem you're born with, or your lower back is weak and you pulled it out doing probably something simple like gardening. So you do want a really strong back. But the lower back is the smallest of the muscles. It's just tiny, it's right here. So you put your thumbs there, you can feel it. If you bend down and up, I want you to put your thumbs right here. Bend down, bend up. You feel that little bit of movement? That's it. Now put your hand here, go like this. You feel that big muscle? That's your back. So if we're going to be working that muscle and ending with a little bit of that lower back. Okay, you really get lower back when you do legs and glutes more. So we're going to go with one dumbbell to start. I have a 30. Traditionally, I have to be so far away. And then I can't see myself. That's the problem. Can you see that dumbbell? So we're going to go one row, like a lap pull, like a row. Dumbbell facing up. One row. We're going to bring it down and twist it and then one snatch. Okay? So let's go. We got one row to the pecs. Bring it down, twist it so the dumbbells are even between the feet, and bring it up. So we got a row, a release, hang down there for a second, bring it up. Come down, row, release, bring it up, come down, row, release, bring it up. I'm not letting the dumbbell hit the ground today. It's different than our regular snatch. Row, bring it down, turn it, bring it up, 3 more. Row, down, turn, pick it up. 2 more. Row, down, turn, pick it up. 1 more. Row, down, turn, pick it up, and rest. So, before we get started into the hour, I had a 30-pound dumbbell. Is your heart rate up a little? Is anything? If nothing is happening, you either have to somehow hold 2 dumbbells in your hand or figure it out. Does anyone need to figure something out? What I don't want is anyone on the screen who is not getting anything out of this. So we all feeling okay? Weight? So Mindy, I know you have a garage full of weights. If you feel like you can run out there and grab it, we don't mind.
I'm okay.
Okay. All right, very good. All right, that was my motivational talk of the day. All right, ready? Other side. First, you start it where it's going to go with the snatch. Turn, pull, back, turn, snatch. Now I want you to stay up here for a second. Stay up, Jess. You see how this supports all this weight? That's how strong your back should be. And then you bring it down really carefully with your body. So it's a lot of work. Row, release, for 2. We got 10. Row, release, snatch for 3. Row, release, snatch for 4. Row, release, 5. Let's keep that pace. Row, release, 6. Bring it back. Row, release, 7. Bring it back. Row, release, 8. Bring it back. Row, release it. For 9. 1 more. Row, release, 10. And rest. Amber, what is all that shit on the floor? What is all that stuff?
No toys. Noah has a whole army guy set up. Toys. He built like a fort.
That's your yard sale. Okay.
We did that.
Nice. That's smart. All right, so that's a snatch. And if you watch like all those people with the CrossFit, the bar, they do that big heavy work, that's also a snatch. These are dumbbell snatches. So we're gonna try this again. This time we're gonna reduce it to 5, but we're gonna row, snatch. And that'll be 1. So we're doubling the row, which is the big muscle. So it's gonna be row, bring it up for 1. Row, don't forget to turn it back. It's important that when it's over your head, it's this direction. Now you can't see. Walk really forward. See? So we got row for 3, row, 4, row, 5. And I know you see me putting my hand here. I'm not even really. It's like that. It's like hovering. You can put it out or on your hip. All right, let's go to the other side. Row. Row. Bring it up. Row. Row. 2. Row. Row. 3. Row. Row. 4. And row. Row. 5. Oops. And 7. All right. Everyone feel like they're getting a little bit of that? So now we're just going to do 10 snatches, right, left, taking out the row. Staying on one side. This time I want the dumbbell to go to the ground. Not rowing anymore. You're snatching it from the ground. Sort of, you watch me, sort of jumping up. And then back down on the ground. All right? Everybody ready? Start with the right hand. Up for 1. Bring it down. Let go of it. Let's go up together. Up. 2. Let go of it. Up. 3. Up. 4. Up. 5. Up. 6. Up. 7. Breathe. Up. 8. 9. 10. Shake it out. Same thing on the other side. Left hand on. Up for 1. Up. 2. Keep your belly in. Up. 3. Up. 4. Up. 5. Up. 6. Breathe down there. Up. 7. Make sure when you're down there that your lower back is not, stop ladies. I want you to make sure that your lower back is not arched. Like, I want you to make it flat. Up. 7. 8. 9. Check in with that back. And 10. That's enough. That's enough snatches right now. We can always go back to it if we need to. So now we're going to go, starting like really working the bigger muscle first. We're going to go into a single dumbbell overhead. So I have my classic bench here. Which you either need a bench or a ball. If you don't have either of those, you'll have to put it on the ground. Or on a post, you have to. You're going to hold it by one side. We're going to get the big part of the back on the extension. How you let it hold behind you. Bring it up over the face. So if you feel heavier, great, because you're using 2 arms rather than 1. I'm going up by 5 pounds to a 35. Am I too far away? We good?
No.
So interlock your fingers on the equipment. If you have like a kettlebell, you can use that if it's heavier. If you have like a 25-pound plate, if it's heavier, 35-pound plate. mean, anything heavier would be good. Truly, you could also try it with 2 dumbbells. You just have to be really smart about your movement. So you may take both dumbbells back. So, does anyone want to try that? Not sure. Okay. So let's grab the weight. We're going to fly back. Head is on the edge of the ball or bench. And flat. We've got 2 we're going to be flat, and 2 we're going to drop our hips to really add to the lats. Go back with a straight arm. And up. It's slow. Come back, hold. 1, 2. Up. Back, hold. 1, 2. Up. You want to hold it like you're stretching it out. And up. Don't bend your arms. There's no movement in the arm. It's hinging from the shoulders, but it's hinging from the lats. The elbows should not move. They're in a soft bend, not super straight, a little soft curve. And 10. And I do want you to roll up. Remember, if you have light, it's 10 to 15. You know, throw a few more in there. All right, when you're ready, let's try again. Back down, 10 to 15. There's a good part of this on the back. Don't just go backward. Actually, we're trying to go down further. That you're not going to break. Your arms not going to come out of this. Soft. What's going to happen is back's going to go. If you hear crunching, movement, you're really stretching out there. And about 10. So this time, I'm going to have you drop your hips down. So you're going to be on your bench or ball, come off of it, sinking the hips a little bit, and doing the same exact exercise. Okay? And that's going to put more strain on it. So you come up, hips are down. You're going to feel it does a different part of the back. As long as your head is centered, shoulder blades are on there, keep the hips down. You can't do that. Really struggle with this, go back to the hip. Spending some time behind, holding that weight behind you. The work is in the hold. The work is not necessarily in the movement. And then when you're done, come on up, shake it out. One more set with those hips dropped. Okay? One more set. I'm going to start mine. I'll be ahead of you a little bit. Remember how strong the back is and how much it can support. Throw a few extra on this last one. And then when you're done, come on. Ball or bench. So the workout that was sent to the email has a lot more cardio in it. And the reason I do that is because traditionally when you read, like people go a lot slower. When they're reading, they throw that cardio in. When they're working with me, we just constantly move. We don't really need cardio. We're definitely getting it. All right, we're going back standing now. Just rest for a minute. What's the recovery time? Not long. This is not heavy weight. This is not that heavy. So we don't need a ton of recovery. But we should starting to get sweaty a little, not winded. All right. Mindy, you want to mute yourself. Okay. It's just that when you're not muted, it picks up everything. So this is a row, an explosive movement. We don't do these at the gym, but we're going to do it today. It's a row with a high stand. So it's double dumbbell, not a lat pull, a row. And it's going to get that lower back. You're going to row and bring them up and drop them. So it's a pull. Pulling my elbows back. Everybody ready? Dumbbells are not going to hit the ground.
Okay, okay.
Watch me. We go low, like a squat. As we come up, we row for 10, 9. Keeping the blades together, your shoulder blades. 8, 7, 6, 5. Using the legs as momentum. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So anytime it's explosive, the heart rate gets up. I'm using 30-pound dumbbells. I'd like you to get the heaviest you have around for this exercise. And if you have those, or you want to get a plate, just put the plate, bring it up, or kettlebell. All right, ready again. When you're bringing it up, your focus is keeping the elbows here rather than out and the back. And you're squeezing that little back muscle together. Ready? Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. They're really hard with 30s. What do you have, Jane? What do you have, Jane? Okay. So, if you have less than 30, I want you to come up this time and pulse, pulse. Okay? Pulse, pulse. Then bring it down. I'm going to drop my weight in place.
Oh, God, help me.
You. All right, everybody ready? If you have 25, that's probably a little heavy. Just stick with the regular row. Ready? Come up. Pulse. Pulse. Down. Up. Pulse. Pulse. 2. Up. Pulse. Pulse. 3. Pulse. Pulse. 4. Pulse. Pulse. 5. 6. Pulse. Pulse. 7. 8. 9. Pulse. Pulse. 10. So one of the techniques while you're homebound is if you're reading a workout and it's not enough, pulse. Even if you do goblet, pulse, pulse, up. Okay? All right, let's go again. I'm going to go back to my heavier. You don't have to do a pulse. Whatever weight you have, just do your regular. Let's really not pulse, but let's hold a little longer. okay? Squeeze a little longer. You're not fully upright, you have a slightly bent. You ready? Let's go up, 1, and down. Up, 2, and down. Up, 3, and down. 4, and down, and the elbows back. 5, down. 6, down. 7, down. 8, down. 9, down. 10, and down. Ooh. I feel like I'm more winded than you guys. Is that the case? If you have a bench and an elevator, put it on the elevator. Rise or no, you need to fall.
Got a funny workout that I'd like to show you.
So you can have your bench. You know it's here. That you're going to try and lie on it. Like this. No, it's not a ton of distance, but as long as you can get yourself up. If you're on a ball, lie on the ball. Chest on the ball. Okay? Not super heavy, lighter weight. We do an elevated, supinated row. So I'm going to show you on my actual bench. So grab your weights, get on your knees somehow. Just pulling and roping. Okay, all the weight is sort of hanging down. You get the top of your chest over your riser, that's fine. Just pull for 10. For 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Is that working for everybody? Is that working for everybody? What I'm looking for, just a little elevation. Give me a thumbs up if it's working. What's wrong, Jane?
I mean, it's just like I'm not high enough for then my arms are just hitting the ground.
Wait, you're not in my ear.
I feel like I'm not high enough, so then my arms are hitting the ground. I feel like I'm not high enough. My arms are hitting the ground because I'm not raised enough.
Hold on.
I mean,
Me too.
it says it's on here.
Go ahead. What did you say?
So my hands are hitting the ground because I'm not up high enough.
Me too.
Okay, so if your hands are hitting the ground, don't you have a physio ball?
Yeah, they're even on the physio ball. It's not enough.
Let me see. Why don't you put a riser, Jane, put a riser under the physio ball with the stack. Bring the ball higher. Mindy, you have a riser, right?
I do, but it's not high enough.
Yeah, the riser wasn't high enough.
It's not high enough.
Here. You gotta get yourself up a little. Even if, you have to get yourself just so they're hanging. There you go, Jay. Now you're higher off the ground. Look at the wall, you can just fall on something below you.
For some reason, it's not working. These are not working. I think they're out of batteries.
I checked them before I got it. They're on 7%. All right, so let's just try. There you go, Jane. It doesn't have to be, you can touch it. It's okay if it touches the ground. As long as you're hanging into it and squeezing. Let's do it 3 or 4 more times. Just adjust yourself. Don't have to let your hands extend all the way, Jane. Just to there. Keep a slight bend. As long as you are squeezing the back. Let that pulse in. That should get you. In worst case scenario, stand. Worst case scenario, just stand. Okay, it's not that big of a deal. Go to your knees somehow. Go down on your knees. You're going to have to be creative. What you're doing is taking the legs out. Taking the legs out. And so you're on your knees out. So what you're trying to experience is not using your legs as much. So if you have to go to your knees, taking the momentum out of it. Not having the support of your feet. So try again. Another set. If you want to pulse, please do that. Everyone's going to do another set. Keeping the base together. Bring the dumbbell as high as you can. Elbows tucking back. I did 5 sets. So if you're looking at me, another one. All right. So next one we're doing is called a W. It's again, maybe even a little bit lighter than that we have. So I'm going to use 15. Now, if you have it in 10s is good. This is we're getting into the smaller part of the back. So the movements change a little. The weight gets lighter, but the movements get more intense. Okay, so you start here and you, not like this. Dumbbells are like this. And you're going to stay like that. So you bring up the elbows for a W, and they come back to B. Up, 2, 3, squeezing, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to go, that was a little light. If that felt like a little light and you have a little heavier, you can try it. It's good to start with a lighter on new form. Again, elbows are on an angle, elbows go back, making a W, 10, 9, 8, 7. You got to keep your stomach in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the weight before was good. I want to remind you that the back is such a big muscle. Don't generally feel it. People say, oh, I feel my back. It's not something you feel like you ran away. It's so big, it's going to take time to feel it. Feeling it means being close. So you're not feeling it during activity. Don't worry about it. All right, let's go again. Better now? Yeah, there. Can you hear me better? Okay. So there is some background. I think it has to be muted over at the computer, but okay, let's try again. All right. Oh, I think, yeah, David, can you, I hear me through me, like through the computer. There we go. Don't have that arc in your back. Put those shoulder blades in the back pocket. Such a difficult position. All right. Let's try 2 or 3 more sets, 2 more sets of 10 when you're ready. If you want to add your pulse, you can. If not, just stick with the movement. It's a difficult one to pulse, actually. You really can't. Better you just hold, release. Hold and release. Oh, it's heavy. And we'll try that one more time when you're ready. Everybody starting to get tired a little? Okay, let's go one more time. Last set of these W's. And rest for about 10. Okay, so now we're gonna do a lower back exercise. If you have a riser, it can be flat, or it can be on the ground. Like I said, it's getting less weight and a little more difficulty in movement. But we did the bigger of the muscles. Sorry. And this one, literally, where you are lying on the bench, bringing, if you have a dumbbell and you can put it between your feet or a med ball, bringing your lower back, bringing your legs in. That gets that little lower back. So I'm gonna try it with a dumbbell. You can also just do it on the ground. So if you have a riser, you get the weight down on the ground and you pick it up. If we can't do it, we can't do it. I can't even see it, Jesus. Okay. Well, that's not gonna work for me. But we can do it with just just the weight of our body. It's a lower back warm up. You can keep your hands flat or straight and just do multiple reps, starting to heat up the lower back. I'll see how you guys look. Good. If you got a weight between your feet, great. If you don't, you come up and squeeze. You could even put a band, hold a band in your hand or something to create tension. And just heat that up. Like 10 to 20 reps, that's all, it's all. Then we're gonna go into our last back exercise. So again, I want you to grab the heaviest weight you have. And believe it or not, no one thinks this, but the deadlift is more of a back exercise than anything. So we're gonna do single dumbbell deadlift with a kickback. Sounds like a lot, but dumbbells in the right hand. Not necessarily kicking back, we're stepping back. We're going down and up. The foot is on the ground the whole time. Taking the tip of the dumbbell down. So you're working the left side of the lower back. 10, 9, straight leg, 8. That back leg just taps back. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, if your weight isn't building up to more than 30 pounds or 25 pounds, get 2 dumbbells. So 2 15s, 2 10s, 2 12s, okay? Again, right left hand dumbbell, right left foot taps back. You're stretching, bringing it in, tapping, getting that lower back. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, and switch. Does everyone feel that in their back? If you're not, you got to go heavier. 2 dumbbells. Really keeping that leg straight. The foot's on the, both feet are on the ground. It's not the traditional. It's stepping back. See the difference? This is the old way. This is the new way. You're really putting pressure. Right hand dumbbell, left foot down. I'll turn this way. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, eyes look up. 4, 3, you should be feeling in the back of glute as well. 2, and 1. Switch hands. 10, bring it up. 9, bring it up. 8, 7, there's a quicker pace to this. 6, and different intensity. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everybody feel that? Okay.
That's your fault, Christopher, for coming down. That's what happens. You have to get touched. We're going to go into the obliques, which is part of the back. And then we're going to also do some biceps at the end. So we're only going to do one ab today, and it's now, and then we're going to do biceps. So I'm going to keep my 35 pounds. If you have a plate that's heavier, we're going to do oblique twists, holding it in one hand. You have to hold 2 dumbbells creatively. Stay down. I want you to drop, up. Drop, safely. You're not, when I say drop, I mean get down low, then pulse up. Don't come all the way back. The work isn't in the up. The work is in the down. Pulse. Don't let that right foot lift off the ground. That's the difficult part. If you lift it, it's cheating. Pulse, up. Pulse, up. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 6. 1, 2, 7. 1, 2, 8. 1, 2, 9. 1, 2, 10. Great. Switch sides. I mean, our arms are getting tired. We'll talk about that next. Because the whole time you're doing back, you're working the biceps. So that's the bigger muscle. Back and bi go together. So we'll be finishing with biceps. Chest and tries go together. Shoulders have their own day, and legs have their own day. Pulse, up. Pulse, up. Letting them hang in the fingertips. Let's stay down here. 10. Take that arm, reach. 9, 8, 7. You're working this side, ladies. You're not working this side, you're working this side and up. You might not have known that. Now you will. You're working the left side. Pulse, up. Pulse, up. Pulse, up. And remember, we were talking about when people think of their back, they think of this. Well, this exercise is that, this little tiny muscle. Let's go one more time each side. We're going to drop to a weight that you can curl, okay? Drop to a weight that you can curl. We're going to transition into our first set of biceps as well. So we're going to drop, come up, and curl. Bring it back down. Hold 1, 2, center, single arm curl, and down. Hold 1, 2, center. You can swing it a little, and down. Hold 1, 2, center for 5. 1, 2, center for 6. Down. 1, 2, center. 7. 1, 2, center. 8. 1, 2, center. 9. Keep your hand up, Jane. 1, 2, center for 10. Nice, switch. 1, 2, center, curl 1. 1, 2, center, curl 2. 1, 2, center, 3. 1, 2, center, 4. Really focusing on one side. I might have lost count. I think that's 5. It doesn't matter. 6. 7. 8. 9, and 10. Sorry about that. Okay. Double dumbbell. I'm starting to feel it in my lower back. So, you know, people ask me, well, is this a good exercise? You see people at the gym doing all this stupid shit. Never do that. That's not a good exercise. Never swing left and right with your lower back. It's very slow, hold. Same as the back pull, hold. Same as the V. There is not a lot of movement in the back. It's got to be isolated to really aggravate it. And that's a good thing. So let's go to our biceps now. Keep the weight that you just curled and double it up. We're going to stagger our left foot forward and our right foot back. Single curls starting on the right. So up, down, up is 1. Up, down, up is 2. Up, 3. You're not swinging and you're not, when one goes down, the other goes up. Bring it up, you're centering it to the body, staggering your stance, bring it down. Centering it to the body and down. No momentum. 4, or maybe it's 5. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10. Now, if you're feeling like your biceps are fatiguing, like I explained, every exercise we did, we used them. Every single one. The whole time. They should have been working. Let's go. If you have a lighter set of dumbbells, let's grab that now. If you don't, then take one of the ones that you're using. Okay? So I'll keep the 25. If you have lighter, you can go lighter. We're going to keep, if you have lighter, then you want both dumbbells to be touching each other at the head. These are just isolation curls. Or if you have a bar, so if you have one dumbbell, it's heavier, or 2 lighter. So we're going to go half to here. Okay? And that, just go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, elbows stay so close to the body. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Just for a second. If it's not light, don't put it down. If you don't have to put it down, keep it in your hand, just wait. Okay, now we're taking it, I like to hold it in the center. Up, halfway up. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you have to put it down, put it down. If you don't, just hold it. We're just putting it down because our arms are burning. Now we're going full, bottom to up. Okay? So Larissa, you have that lighter weight. You could pulse at the top, pulse at the bottom, up, down. When you're down, you're pulsing the tricep. All right, this is full extension. So it's full. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jessica, I think it's easier to hold it in the center. 5. I have my hands stacked, crossed over. Yep. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Do it again. This time we'll do it on our own. We'll do 10 pass, 10 here, 10 full. At your pace. Everybody ready? If you have to take a break, take it. If you don't, keep going. 3, 4, 5, 6. Locking those elbows into, lock them in, Jess, to your rib cage. 7, 8, 9, 10. If you can keep going, you can rest up here. Just don't swing. Don't strain. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can rest down here. Last set all the way. 10, 9, 8, 7. Woo! 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Very good. So I know Amber's going to get off. That concludes our work. Let's unmute. If you have anything to say, you can say it now.
Thanks, Chris.
Oh, you're welcome. Does anybody have anything I can help them with, or?
I'm gonna get going.
Okay, bye-bye. Everybody all right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Thank you.
I think there might be some abs written in this series, and I would imagine it would be V-ups because that gets the back. But I think we did plenty. If you would do anything again, it would be that twist curl. And I know that this is just so you know, like if you don't have like heavy weight, then you just do more reps. It's just what it is. I mean, eventually your muscles will get tired. Even if you had 5 pounds, eventually it just would take longer. So, but we all have heavy enough that it shouldn't take more than like 5 or 6 more in a set to get tired. Okay? So if you want to do any more, I would just do another round of twists if you want. Go through that. You could go through that bicep series one more time too. The 10, 10, 10. All right?
Okay. Thanks, Chris.
Okay, bye. Okay, bye-bye.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.